Tonight we're going to be interviewing my good friend Henry Jenkins, author of his new book, Convergence Culture. I'm talking about media and all that stuff, and I heard it's a page turner, but it's not really that good. So without further ado, Henry, come on out. Okay, Mr. Jenkins.
Yes.
So you recently published a book. We're going to talk a little bit about your book today. Is that all right?
That's okay by me.
Okay, all right. In your book, you talk about this whole transmedia thing. So, like, I'm not getting what you're talking about with this Is that a joke? Is that supposed to be transmedia? I'm thinking of, when I think of transmedia, I think of this. Am I right when I think about that as transmedia, or?
Well, not exactly. Well, as I define in the first myth in my article, 7 myths about transmedia storytelling debunked. In transmedia, elements of a story are dispersed systematically across multiple media platforms, each making their own unique contribution to the whole. An example of this was discussed in Chapter 3 of my book. The Matrix was a critically acclaimed film that not only created sequels but also spawned video games, webcomics, anime, a computer game, and lastly, a massively multiplayer online game.
Well, I thought your book was about a unicorn because it talked about some weird origami unicorn. What does that have to do with media? Come on, like, when I think of a unicorn, like, you're putting transmedia together with a unicorn. It sounds like you don't know what you're talking about, sir. I really just don't understand what you're trying to get at in this whole book.
Well, the origami unicorn was a reference to the additive comprehension. Neil Young cited that in the director's cut of Blade Runner, a character named Deckard found an origami unicorn. In the discovery of the origami unicorn, the audience perception changes, questioning whether he is a replicant. This is the core of that additive comprehension, delivering one piece of information that changes how you look at a film.
Really? Really? Well, you also talk about some, because when I really thought you were trying to say something else, because like I said, the transmedia and the unicorn mixed together, I get an image that's really similar to this when I think of it. Yeah, so then after that you go on and talking about some Blair Witch Project. How does that connect to your whole transmedia that you talk about in the book? How does the Blair Witch Project
Actually, if you had looked at the Blair Witch Project, it was a great example of transmedia. The website created a basic history that presented multiple medias.
Well, you don't say. Media, and you keep talking about media. What is this whole, like, first of all, I don't know how the Blair Witch Project even connected to any form of media. Media's supposed to be entertaining. You're supposed to tweet and understand what Jay-Z's talking about every 3 seconds. I don't understand what you're talking about because the Blair Witch Project was so boring. In my eyes, it was more of that cyberbullying that all the kids are talking about today. Because after I got done watching, I just wanted to kill myself. But seriously. Cyberbullying is a serious matter in today's society. That's why we need to. That's why all of you guys watching this in that class needs to go onto my website and donate money to my cause against that whole cyberbullying thing. Just give money. Don't actually do anything. It's a Slack site, so we don't need anybody to actually do work. That's not how we do things in this whole media world that we live in today. That this guy is contributing to. We just sit on our butts and not actually help. So moving on, I digress. You were actually talking about this whole media thing. What is that in any way? Like,
well, the design may be old, but it used text, hyperlinks, images, audio, and video. This created a believable history that immersed moviegoers who saw the website before they saw the movie.
Well, let's connect this back to the Matrix. How does the Matrix become unique in this, whole thing that you're talking about? Because when I think of the Matrix, all I remember is like.
Well, it's true that some choose to use transmedia purely for marketing reasons. True transmedia has each piece of media making their own unique contribution to the whole. The Matrix does this by allocating its fiction to creators that already have cult followers, each installment of new media having a unique and interesting design. Not only that, they would allow the creators to have complete freedom in the Matrix universe. The Wachowski brothers even got involved in the video game, which they personally wrote and directed. This leads to quality content that creates an array of information expanding the world of the Matrix. The hardcore fan getting a world that they can immerse themselves in and gain a true emotional connection.
Well, that was a waste of time. Thanks for coming, and everybody go out and get this book. So.